I'm going to leave you with a new interview with Vasily Mosin. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Bye. So, we have the Olympic bronze medalist from London here, Vasily Mosin. Welcome.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you, this is like, we have some questions from the juniors or people who are interested in shooting. And this is just for attracting new shooters for our sport. And the first question is, at what age did you start shooting? Was it your mum and dad that wanted you to start shooting?
It was many years ago when I was 14. First time in my life my dad invited me to the traditional competition of the hunters before the opening of the season. So it was great. My father was my first coach. He gave me his semi-automatic shotgun and said exactly what to do with the targets in Olympic shooting range. And I was so surprised. My first 6 shots was center and center. I hit one by one 6 targets straight. Everybody all around was so surprised, and particularly myself, of course. So these feelings I kept till I die, I think. It was amazing, it was exciting, and I remember this moment for all of my life.
Fantastic.
After that, I was lucky in the same group as me, shooting one of the coach of the shooting school working in my town, Kazan. And he invited me, he said, kid, you have to come and you have to practice our sport. Before this, during 2 years, I'm practicing rifle and pistol shooting. Okay. And I got not bad results, not bad, high scores. And I specialized in pistol shooting. And I spent 1 month counting which way to choose. Pistol or shotgun, pistol or shotgun. And finally I decided shotgun because of what? Fresh air, open air, wind, rain, sun, green grass, trees. So nature. I'm inside nature. Pistol somewhere downstairs in gray, not enough light. So for me it was easy to choose. And I took this way. And I remember exactly my first day of practice. First coach, Rustam, he said, listen kid, could you have a look how I shoot and then repeat it? I said, okay, easily. He showed me how to mount the gun, how to make position on the trap range. After that, I shocked them because I had 11 targets straight, one by one, different targets. Not normally what we do. We said, kid, now we go straight target, you have to... nobody said me this. 11 target, okay. I was so surprised. I was never to the near to the 7th sky after that.
Okay. Well, fantastic story. Fantastic story.
That's it.
So that takes me straight to the next question. So you were obviously a very talented shooter. And how much talent do you think you need to become a champion or a good shooter? How much talent?
I think most important thing is love. Your feelings.
The love to your sport.
Yes, yes. Resonance of your soul. Because after those first shots, I decided this is my game. I love it. I want to play it. I would like to develop my personality here. So, any kid who come first time and hit first target, they got great experience, great feelings deep inside. And the answer to your question is the resonance of the soul.
Okay.
If you feel this resonance, you have to take this road. If not, who knows?
So, do you think that will a talented shooter become a better shooter than a shooter that practices more and loves shooting?
No. I don't think so. I know exactly from my experience if you work hard and if you want to get this point you put, you will get it finally. My life is it's support this way of understanding of how this works.
So it's hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Hard but sweet work.
Yes. How much did you practice back when you started? Like ammo-wise, how many days a week?
At the beginning we shoot a lot. It was the Soviet times, we have a lot of cartridges, we have a good shotguns, we have a nice range, so I was allowed to practicing 5 days a week, no problem. I spent after school immediately I go to the shooting club and spend there till the sunset. I was there till the sunset. But the interesting thing was that as a young shooter I come first there and I prepare everything. I take black targets, take white or rose paint, and I'm painting the targets before the practice because the painted targets are more visible. So 400 targets ready. After I start to load my ammunition. Normally I shoot around 200 shells per one practice. So I load 200, but the most important thing, before I go to the background and collect plastic ones. When the Soviet times finished, we collect the lead from the ground. Who could imagine this?
My God.
You take off the grass, got the square, flat surface, shoot 1 week, and after there is plenty of leads out there, you can even collect them.
Oh my.
If you want to become a champion and to shoot.
How old were you back then when you started to shoot like this, do this? How old were you?
I was 14, 15, 16.
Okay. And how much do you practice today, comparison to back then? How many shots do you use every day, or how many
Now
shots
it's
do you
not too
shoot?
much because I feel confident enough in my discipline, and normally I shoot 2 days straight and then 2 days rest. So I prepare to the competition. We normally have official practice and day of competition. This is my normal way of practice. 2 and 2 rest.
But if you go to the shooting range back home and you start, you shoot.
How long? No, it takes 4 to 5 hours.
Okay. And how many targets?
Normal program. We shoot now 5 rounds qualification, then semi-final and gold match. So it's 7 to 8 rounds.
Good.
Not too.
Do you practice differently in the beginning of the shooting season than in the middle?
Yeah, of course. At the beginning of the season, we have sporting camps, thanks to our federation and for our sponsors, for our government and for our Russian Shooting Union and Mr. Listen. They do a lot to prepare our team. We spend normally 2 weeks during winter time here in Cyprus, December, January, February, March. So, and work organized a little bit different way. We shoot straight, for example, 3 days, then day off, then 2 days, day off. So during 2 weeks it was like 9 to 10 days of shooting.
Okay. So the amount of shots before the first World Cup, how much do you shoot before your first World Cup every year?
Every year,
More or less.
more or less. Near to 10,000, something like that.
Okay. As a top athlete, do you drink anything before competition, like weekday evening before competition? And I don't mean energy drinks. Like, do you drink like beers or any alcohol?
No, alcohol and sport is absolutely wrong ways. When you drink alcohol drinks day after, you have not enough power. This is from my experience. I discovered it and I use this. I try to avoid this. Starting year 2011, before Olympics, I never ever drank 100 grams of champagne.
Okay.
And I feel fantastic.
Okay. Physics training.
Yeah.
Before and now, how much muscle training or cardio training do you do?
Muscle training is not means I would like to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but your body have to be ready. Particularly in double trap event, we have all day of shooting, one day hard at the end. You have to win in the end of the day,
Yeah.
not in the beginning. Qualification is more or less you have to earn to the semi-final, but you have to win semi-final at noon, and you have to win gold match at noon. It means most important thing is your functional conditions. So I pay great attention for cardio training. I spend 2-3 hours a day in a fitness center. I would like to be ready. And also it's good for life.
Absolutely. Do cardio, spinning bike?
Cardio, yoga, and some super sculpt training and pump it up training, like CrossFit training, something like that.
Okay, good. Do you believe in mental training?
Of course.
Yeah. Do you use mental
I'm
training?
practicing it over than 10 years. Over than 10 years. After I start practicing it, I got result. This is the way to all of champions.
Do you have your own mental coach?
No,
No.
myself is
Okay.
my coach.
So next question there, how do you do?
Thanks to my high education
Okay.
and medical doctor, so I could choose the interesting books, get knowledge from them, and try to use it by myself.
Okay. How long have you practiced mental training? Like how many years, more or less?
10 years, as I said, more than 10 years.
Good. Do you visualize? Do you see yourself shoot before you call in the target?
This is a part of the mental training. Yeah. This is a part.
Good. Do you visualize yourself hitting all the target before shooting? I mean,
This is the best way.
yeah. Good.
If
Perfect.
you do this, it's the best way.
Next question. How much do you compete a year? How many competitions, more or less?
More or less, it near to 10 to 12. You have to compete. This is a process. To become a champion, you have to compete. Every 2-3 weeks, you have to go to the podium. This is a task.
Do you believe that competing is the best way to become a better shooter?
That's it. Super.
In what way?
Absolutely.
Because you have to stay at top level.
Yeah.
Beat the
You
best.
have to. You have to. You have to.
So do you think that practicing with better shooters will make you also a better shooter?
That's it. That's it. But from my side, often I'm practicing alone. Very often.
Because you are the best shooter.
No, I'm not the best shooter. That's it. That's true. We have plenty of great shooters in my event. So because I like it, it helps me a lot to feel what's going on exactly. Because when you have high velocity of repeats, you understand more faster what's going on, and it's easier. It helps you to find the right way. You take right way faster than when you're practicing in a group. Boom, boom, 1 minute. Boom, boom, 1 minute. Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself before a competition? What do you do?
I do my normal set before the competition. It's nothing special. I concentrated on my how exactly I have to what exactly I have to do to catch the target, send and set. I pay attention to the how exactly I destroy the target. If it's like 2-3 pieces, it means I'm far away from the right way. So I try to improve this to get smoke and smoke from the first and second. It means you are on the right way. And after I feel more confident, more relaxed before competition. I try to memorize this style. Then when I came to the club where we compete, I try to put this shooting on this background, and after I play.
Okay. Do you prepare yourself differently before an Olympics than in a normal World Cup, World Championships competition?
Olympic Games in London was a completely different experience. It was my dream to get a medal there, and I got it finally. I spent a lot of my energy, my mental power, my physical power. It was not completely different. It was the same, but to get high score there, I decided to use special tactic. I came there after immediately after opening of the village, spent three days of practice there, and then leave to my house, leave to my range. He was there, and I made exactly same high. You remember how high it was? And, I think it was because the positioning of the machine was wrong, completely wrong. And particularly double trap shooters felt it immediately. Because if you change the position lower, the angle of movement of the targets come different, so geometry of birds come different. My feelings from Olympics was that the birds are too high. And also another moment I recognized there was delay. Of course it comes due to this. If machine is lower, target goes on the shadow longer distance, so you got delay. I made these conditions in my shooting club, practicing 1 week, and then come to Olympics.
Okay.
Final, you know.
Yes,
Finally, we got it.
Finally, we got it. Yeah. How do you cope with media before Olympics or during Olympics?
I'm avoid this.
Stay away from media.
Yeah, stay away. Maybe 6 months.
You don't do any interviews?
No. I'm said to all of them, my friends, if you want me, please take all of your interviews 6 months before. Then I close my mouth. No comments, nothing.
Because you're going into yourself, like focusing on what you do.
That's it.
Good to know. Have you ever witnessed that other shooters want to pull you down to their level, like jealousy, or you are so focused on your goal and success that you don't care about them? Do you understand?
I'm not understand properly. How can what you say?
Like if you have other shooters that are coming from underneath you, like not the same level, but they want to drag you down to lift themselves. Like they are jealous about you. Have you ever witnessed this?
I'm not ashamed with it. It's okay. It's a problem of them.
Of course.
It's not my question. I try to improve from day to day my personality to make it better. If I have somebody who shoot better than I, that's great. I have a colleague who more experienced, who more confident, so I get motivation from this also. Trying to be better. Our sport, we're happy with our sport. We know exactly what's going on. We develop our personality first of all. We became a better man, a better person. This is my philosophy of our sport. Doesn't matter the place. Most important thing that finally you see, oh, I'm on the first place. That's great.
That's good. That's perfect. Going straight into the next question, how did you become a strong shooter like this? Because you are a strong shooter, especially when you go into the finals. You're very strong, mentally strong. How do you become that?
I think thanks to mental training. I think thanks to my shotgun producers, thanks to my glasses producers, thanks to my shells producers, thanks to my parents. Many little things in aggregate makes you. But if you ask me the percentage between this, I said you 80% mental training, psychological condition. You have to be strong from the inside.
Yes. Do you think that practice makes perfect?
Makes perfect. What does it mean, Håkan?
Like the more you practice, the more perfect you get.
No. You have to. How much you practice, same you have to have rest. Because you are not solar battery.
You're not machine.
You're not machine. Practice, rest. Practice, rest. Without rest, you kill yourself.
Okay. On the
You
day
have to be hungry.
Absolutely.
You would like to.
I think it's called like you have to be motivated.
Yeah, motivated, of course.
Of course,
It's another question.
Yeah.
Very
Hungry,
often, yeah, hungry and motivated. Most important thing, the question is, what for I do it? What for?
On the day of a competition, at what time do you wake up?
As usual.
Like if
As usual.
if you this
Normally,
competition start at 8,
Yeah, start at 8, 6 o'clock.
so
6
2 hours before.
Yeah. If I have time, I could allow my body be a little bit more lazy at the morning of competition. You have to relax maybe 10 to 20 to 30 minutes more than normal. Enjoy. To keep some more energy.
Okay. Do you sleep well the night before a big competition?
That's it.
Always. Never problems. Okay. What do you do to sleep good? Do you have any tricks?
to got good sleep, you have to be tired before, physically tired. This is the first, as medical doctor, I said. And then, if you have problem, I could explain you. It's common. I found it somewhere in Facebook or somewhere. Normal practice of the breath practice. You have to make 7 deep breathe in and breathe out. Then stop your breath to 20 seconds, something like that. And finally you discover that you are sleeping.
Oh.
It works like watch.
Okay.
That's it.
Fantastic. I had never heard about that.
Yeah?
No?
I try to find out. I make a link on my Facebook page. I will send you.
Good. What do you eat for breakfast?
For breakfast, fruits, porridge, soft cheese.
Yeah.
Goat cheese, something like that. Sometimes milk.
Okay. What do you eat before? I mean, during the competition, do you eat?
No.
Nothing. What do you drink?
Because
anything during the competition?
water is a tonic, some multivitamins, and of course you need energy, because after immediately after first round your glycogen power go to 0. You have to increase it, so you have to use something like maltodextrin, glucose,
Salt and
syrup.
acid.
Yeah, that's it.
Good. So you never drink energy drinks? Never, with sugar?
Sugar, yeah. You could eat honey, for example. This is good. It comes directly to your brain and helps to support high level of mental and high level. Your eyes are open during this.
Excellent. At what time do you want to be at the range before a competition starts?
1 hour.
1 hour. That's your preparation. Are you nervous? Do you ever get nervous?
Yes, but I like it. This is exactly what I'm coming for. To get nervous, to get adrenaline in my blood, and then to play with it. That's it.
How do you cope with the nervousness? When you get nervous,
I accept it. I accept it. Not fight with it. I'm accepting myself. I'm nervous. So what?
Good. What do you do between the runs? Do you speak to everybody, or do you want to be alone?
My purpose to the future champions, never speak.
Stay away.
Yeah. Relax. Close your eyes. Try to relax and then to make some normal exercises before round to get your body ready. And then go and play. This is exactly what you are for. For competition, compete. If you are for talking, okay.
Yeah.
You could miss your rounds, no go. Enjoy your conversation with the friends. This way.
What do you think about when you shoot? Like the last thing you think about before you calling the target? What do you think?
My goal is not thinking. I think it's common. Your brain has to be empty.
Yeah.
That's it. If you got any dream, you could miss.
Do you use something called triggers?
All triggers.
Like checklist? Do you use that?
No.
No. Okay. Next question. How do you focus?
Listen, Håkan, I love other sport. So, to be focused after that, it's easy. Because what I enjoy how I hit the targets. After that, I know what to do to hit the targets. So I have to control these stages, and that's it. After control, I get result. Circle is circle. It works like circle.
Okay.
I won. Okay, let's do few things. You will get it.
Good.
Like donkey and carrot. You know?
Perfect answer.
That's it.
I was just going to check everything. You stay
Yeah.
here. Let's see if everything is okay. Ah, fantastic. It will be good. It will go beep in 2 minutes, and then we start again. Okay. Next question. If you start to shoot bad, what do you do?
I try to come back to the moment. Because when you start to shoot bad, it means that you are not in the moment.
You're not here, you mean? It's not here now.
Yeah, not
Okay.
here and now.
Do you ever have eye contact or seeking help with your coach or team leader while you are shooting?
The grass is your best vision, what you have to see. Your legs.
Okay, staring at your legs.
Yeah,
Okay, relaxing.
yeah. Can't concentrate.
When you shoot perfectly shots, do you relax or you stay focused the whole round? Like,
You have to be focused. You have to. Because if you get a lot of relax, you could miss.
have you ever been in the zone?
What?
Do you know what the zone is? Are you more relaxed when you shoot the finals than during qualification rounds?
I couldn't answer exactly. I couldn't more relaxed. I'm concentrated.
Yeah.
Finally, I explained to myself that I love these new rules. I mean, cancellation and start from zero. When I appreciate it, it comes easy.
Many shooters, when I ask them, they are more stressed during qualification, because when they come to final, they go like, oh, now I can relax because I'm in final.
No. Game just begins. Just begins in semi-final, and the main game is in semi-final.
Okay. So you're saying,
Yeah.
will you feel stronger as a shooter if you've been in an Olympic final before? Like, you know what's coming.
That's it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, that's perfect. Winning an Olympic medal, is that the biggest achievement you can do as an athlete?
Yeah.
It's only one day every fourth year you have to be at the best. It has to be the best, yeah. I mean, you have. It is the biggest achievement.
Yeah. That's
What do you think?
That's it. This is the biggest achievement.
Olympic Games.
Olympic medal. Yeah. This is a main competition for the Olympic sport, for the sportsmen of high achievements. What is the name of our? I mean, athletics, swimming, cycling, rowing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Why is that the media think that winning an Olympic medal in shooting isn't worth as much as winning in track and field? Do you have a good answer for that?
I don't understand exactly what you said, Håkan. I'm sorry, but
Like
I feel that you mean the count.
They don't
So,
set our Olympic medal in shooting
Yeah.
as high as they do when they win an Olympic medal in track and field. Because track and field, they're running and jumping,
No,
you know,
no.
because they are bigger, they are more.
Our sport is extremely hard sport. During day of Olympics, I lose 2.5 kilos. 2.5 kilos. Okay. As Fernando Alonso during the Grand Prix.
Yeah,
It's extremely hard work.
I know, but the
Yeah.
media-wise, they don't focus as much as on shooting as they do on the
We
track
suffer
and
a
field.
lot from this.
Yeah.
We suffer a lot, and this is not the question to me.
I know,
It's
but
the question to them.
absolutely.
Because if they check all world shooting, every second man in the world owner of a shotgun. Every third man owner of the 2 shotguns. Every fourth owner of 2 shotgun and 1 rifle.
Yeah.
And that's it, it's true.
Yeah.
Everybody shoot.
I know that.
And our sport is popular.
It is. I mean, they say that 65 million people around the world shoot.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. When you win, do you celebrate your medals? Like, what do you drink? Do you drink champagne, or you celebrate with family, or what do you do?
Of course we celebrate. For example, after Olympic bronze, I made plenty of celebrations with my colleagues in the shooting club, with my family, with my friends. So it's achievement anyway. It's great. So, and not only my medal. This is a medal of the huge team.
Yeah.
Plenty of people working hard to support me, give me power, give me energy, give wishes. So, and I'm on the top, and I would like to thank all of them. To say all of them, thank you. I'm so thankful for your support, for your eyes on my back, for your kind eyes on my back. That's great. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Good answer. Okay, what kind of gun do you shoot with?
I shoot with Pirazzi Max 2008.
What kind of ammo do you use?
RC4.
RC4?
RC4 Red Shot Black Comfort.
What kind of specs do you use? Glasses?
Pila.
Pila.
It's my favorite glasses.
Question is from Junior. How do you find your sponsors? Or do your sponsor find you?
Yeah, my sponsors finds me. I mean Pirazzi firm. But my first shotgun from Pirazzi was bought by my main sponsor, my government of Republic of Tatarstan, sport committee of my republic. After that, after my achievements, Pirazzi proposed me the gun for free for 4 years, and we make an agreement and we start to shoot with Pirazzi. No more sponsors in my life, Håkan. Government and my sporting club, Dynamo, of Ministry of the Internal Affairs. So that's it. Shells I buy, Pila glasses I buy, Castellani vests. One vest was for free.
Oh, fantastic.
Maybe two.
Oh, even better.
Maybe every one vest last 3 years was for free, but not more. That's it.
Okay. This is a good question. Can you win with luck?
Yes.
Can you do that? I mean, winning with luck. I
Yeah.
see luck. If you're winning with lottery, that's
Yeah.
luck. But can you win a medal?
A medal
Luck.
as a lottery? No. No.
No. It's just hard work.
It's work.
Yeah.
It's work.
And question here also, can you win an Olympic medal with that? No.
No.
No, I think it's... We have only a couple of questions more. And a good one here, what makes you a winner? Vasily Mosin.
Hard work makes me a winner.
And the high set at goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Is there anything we can make shooting sport more interesting for spectators or media? Is there anything we can do?
What we can do, our results are high, our physical conditions are perfect, our shooting vests are new and clean, we're smiling, we are open to the media. What else? Particularly our discipline is extremely bright. On the TV screen it looks better than trap and skit, I think, because simultaneously you saw two smokes, boom, boom. Everybody could easily understand what's going on, who's scoring, who go up, who go down. That's it. I think we do everything. The question is to media, to the operators, to the technologies, to the... They have to find a solution how to show this sport to the people. And after that, immediately comes the money from sponsors. Everybody would like to see. You remember how it was during Beijing. It was fantastic TV picture. I saw people who leave the tribunes and go downstairs to have a look on TV screen. How the targets in the size of the TV screen, and they saw pellets coming and start catching the target. Never ever they saw it. It was fantastic. So they have to use this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But do you think, is it, I mean, you look at other sports like football or other international sport, is it just the money who makes, or what makes that people come to be more interested and watch our sport?
So.
Because we have no spectators.
I think so. Plenty of spectators came for the tennis because they know It's near to 500,000, near to 1 million, and they know exactly what is what the winner will get. So it's interesting. They would like to know with me. They would like to see how high the level of energy is during the match. So that's it. Money rules this world a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
So,
true.
They have to come to our sport. You and I waiting over than 20 years.
I know. I know. Okay, this is the last thing. I want you to look into the camera.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can say to the viewers, the young athletes, to attract them to start shooting?
Dear
Why-
friends,
why should you
dear
start?
friends, why? Because it's interesting. Because deep in your blood, deep in your body, you have a memory of plenty of generation lived before, and all of those generations are hunters, are soldiers, are officers. So this memory lives inside you. And once you shoot and saw the catch target, you feel something inside. The name of this is love. When you said to yourself, I love this game, start and take this road. Go, and finally you will get what you want. If you don't become a champion, no worries. I will promise you, you will become a good person first of all. You develop your personality so high, and the people all around you, they said, have a look, how our kid changed. It become better and better from day to day. Because our sport develop personality, first of all. Any sport, but particularly shooting. So, I wish you best of luck.
Fantastic. Congrats to all your medals.
Thank you,
And
Håkan.
thank you for letting me and the viewers to get to know you a little bit more about your shooting career. And good luck at the next Olympics.
Thank you, my friend, and thanks a lot for your initiative of these interviews. And that's great. And what I normally do in my club, I spend during my practice minimum 1 hour. I talk to my followers. I talk to kids who come to our club, and I do the same. So we are on the same way, and I'm happy to feel it. Best of luck to you, and I hope to see you in the gold medal match in Olympics.
Thank you. Thank you, Vasily Mosin.
Welcome.